we're going to have some fun today on the Lake Apopka North Shore Loop Trail. Just riding out here from the campground, which is about 100 yards down this road, and then taking a left here, and we will be at the trail in no time. So this campground that I stayed at, the RELIC Ranch, is the closest campground to the Lake Apopka Loop Trail. So plenty of stuff here at the trailhead, and as you can see, it's a pretty wide access road. This is really not the trail. It's I think it's a maintenance trail basically for vehicles and sort of things to come in and do what they need to do. Also, if you look at the surface, it's a little gravel and it's some super, super hard packed stuff. So with those new tires on, the Swableys are a pretty stiff tire anyway, and I had them at 55, and I aired them down quite a bit. So anyway, here we go. Come on along. It's going to be a fun ride. We're going to see some alligators, some tourists, some birds, all that good stuff. Here we go. When they say packed, you're not kidding, man. This is super hard packed here. Just saw some birds off to the right. Forgot that I wasn't filming. So, yeah. Follow me for more exciting bird footage. Coming up to, looks like a trail map. So, looking forward to that. Find out where the absolute fuck I am here. See? Morning. Okay. So, here we have it. This is the trailman right here. So, that's pretty exciting. So, basically, we're at the "You Are Here" sticker. That's right there. And going through this stuff, basically if you want to pause it, read the sign, look at the map, do a screenshot, whatever you want to do. And then they've got some really nice markings out here. So Magnolia Park is where a lot of people go. That's 10 miles out. The Green Mountain Trailhead is another one of them. Where people go, that would be that trail right there. And so both the pump house and the Magnolia Park is 10.5 out that way. So that's, I think, where we're going to go today and do an out and back. So that is pretty cool. Basically, if, you know, I'm out here with the ride with GPS, of course, on, but basically, like I said, I wasn't able to download the maps for this area, so I'm going to plan on doing that. Maybe when I get into town later for dinner or something like that, I'll do that. And then until then, I'm just going to come along and enjoy the ride. Beautiful out here. Of course, there's a headwind. Pretty sure there'll be a headwind on the way back too. Just my luck. So this is it. A lot like this on the farm. And as I said, this is my first ride with the new tires. So kind of trying to dial in the tire pressure. And I think I'm going to back it off about 5 pounds. If you have any suggestion for tire pressure, here's the brand, and not only the brand, but the style of tire. And yeah, down in the comments, you know what to do. Beautiful. Of course, it's a headwind. Pretty sure there'll be a headwind on the way back. Just my luck. Well, there we go. Nice little shelter right there. It's awesome. Taking care of us out here in the middle of nowhere. And a plaque. Tells your plaque stuff. Some people like to read those. I figure since it's on the other side, I'll look at it when I'm going back. Continue to watch the video to see if that's true. And away we go. Morning. Morning. Hello. Good morning. Howdy. Good morning. Okay. Oh, you can see that big boy just went down under the water right there. Man. Yeah. Yeah, so this canal apparently is where what's up. Beautiful out here though. This gravel's actually a little bit better. Or maybe I've just found a spot where it's just a tad bit smoother. But yeah. Alright, so I understand that part of this loop is shared with cars. And I wasn't really sure what part of it is. Now, we started at mile marker 10, we're down to mile marker 5.5, that little bridge, and now I'm seeing cars. So, yeah, I wonder if that little T intersection, when we made the right to stay here, was where the cars continue on. So it's been a car-free experience up until now, and these cars are heading out at a very slow pace. So I'm assuming they're public cars and not Park District or County Conservation, something like that. So anyway, we'll see when we get up here what's going down. But I do these things so you don't have to. Well, but you should. And while we're talking about things you should do, like and subscribe. Helps me out a lot. I do appreciate all of the 2,500 or so of you that subscribe to my nonsense and make an old man feel really, really good. So, talk to you later. Coming up on the cars. Oh, okay. So this isn't the car part. The cars actually turn here. We're able to go straight. Kind of nice. So, there you have it. About 5 miles of car-free riding. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. I know you can hike this too, so just FYI. Okay. Morning. 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 Hey, thanks, man. Morning. How's it going? Seems like those folks are a lot of birders, but you know, for once I was on a road where I'm going faster than the cars, so that's kind of nice. But yeah, there you have it. So I don't know how much of this is going to be on cars, but just be aware that that's the situation. Back at it later. As I said earlier when we were talking about those mileages, the first one was this. I think it's a pump house. And if it is something called something different, I will put it up on the screen. But yeah, this is one of the landmarks. So obviously we've seen some cars up until this point. So apparently there's some sort of area here where cars have access to this few miles. And everybody was going really slow. I mean, we've all ridden in parking lot area with cars going fast. So, very respectful. People were saying hi. And all that good stuff. So, definitely pretty cool. So, this is market 4. All right. Don't really know where we're going from here. All right, so if you're not familiar with HIPCAMP, HIPCAMP is a app, kind of like Airbnb, and they are private campgrounds that are in people's land. This is a 80-acre place here. It's got a lot of stuff, including a plane. If you watch the channel for any amount of time, inevitably there's a plane go by when I'm trying to talk, so why would it be any different in Florida here? Anyway, so yeah, here's one of their campsites right here. This is it's basically tenting. I think you could bring a van here too, but nice private sites. There is a road behind here, and they put up a little privacy screen there, which is kind of nice. And again, that's mine there. There's a porta potty down here. This one specifically does not have any shower house. I've been to ones that have shower houses. I've had ones that have electricity, and it just depends on what you're paying. I can't even remember what I'm paying for this one a night. I think it's like 25 bucks a night. Very reasonable. So here's another one of their sites. He did tell me that the owner did tell me that he is working on, he keeps certain sites open. So in a nutshell, when the sites are open, you know, they're maintained and everything. There are porta potties and that sort of thing around here, so that's kind of cool. You definitely, it's going to be dark tonight, but you know, definitely like this place. There's been a few cars go by, and that's really been about it. Check out this tree. Had some owls earlier. If I can get that footage off my phone, I'll try and put that in. But yeah, so you can tell we haven't walked that far, and you know, definitely can't even see my campsite anymore. So you can drive through here, drive to your campground, and that's kind of the deal. Like I said, the HIPCAMPs to me are a little bit more funky than a KOA or a private campground. As you know, I've got a couple of private campgrounds in the United States that I really love and feel kind of like extended family there. This is kind of coming along the way with some of the HIPCAMPs too. I've got probably 3 that I've stayed at for about a week. So there's it. Little cut through here, and you know, this is the loop. So here's an example. This is coming up to the front. Really good sized site. I mean, if you came with your friends to do some biking, gosh, you can put 6 tents in there, you know, and plenty of places to park and all that sort of thing. But you know, there's places that have vintage Airstreams, and then there's this. I don't think you'd want to stay here, but I got to show it to you. So look at this guy. Avian, I think is the brand name. This was at one time a truck camper, and yeah, I don't know that it was on this truck, but damn, look at that thing, man. I pulled up to this today, and I was like, holy shit, this is cool. I don't know why, but anyway, yeah, it's definitely pretty neat. Down where we're biking tomorrow, there is a boat launch, fishing, stuff like that down there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And you know, I think that as we get that thing in the background, you know, that's what makes these HIPCAMPs cool. I mean, I've been to ones where, you know, they've had all sorts of amenities, and ones where they've had just really bare bones. So I know this sounds like an ad for HIPCAMP, but I'm kind of sold. Not sponsored, sold. So at this point in time, we're about a half mile from the terminus of the trail. Just got on some pavement right outside the I guess you'd call it the park. I'm not really sure. But yeah, so just kind of coasting down here, see what we got to see, and you know, maybe there's a place to have a beer. Just, you know, solely for the video, not my personal enjoyment. Like, we made it, Lovell's Landing. This is exactly like 12.2, I think, from that Relic Ranch campground. So pretty cool overall. It's got this nice new building here. Got a playground over there for the kids. There's a picnic shelter on the other side. And yeah, I just didn't want to go over there where there's more people and talk to a little black box. So overall, really pretty good, and beautiful scenery. Saw some alligators. You just gotta watch. They're surprisingly everywhere, and I'm sure I missed a ton. But anyway, so probably throw some footage in of the way back, but as it stands, Lovell's Landing from that north shore, and pretty good little ride, you know, 12 miles, all gravel. Probably about a mile of it had some cars on it, and yeah, really cool. So definitely get out there, and if you're in the Orlando area, this isn't too far away. I'll have a link to my ride on the description. So there you go. Okay, officially at 0. So it says 11.70 on my GPS, so we'll see when we get back to the campground how we're doing. But yeah, this is plenty of parking at that little trailhead. Free bathrooms, water bottle fill, bike repair station, pump. All the stuff you'd have at a nicely appointed trailhead for bicyclists. So really excited about having that as an option. Once again, you know, I started off from my campground, so you know, I haven't driven a car today, so kind of cool. Hello. And of course there's a headwind. I mean, I told you there's going to be one. Wasn't even a question. Hello. Hi. Hello.
Hey there.
One thing I'd like to add here is that water that you see to the left has gators in it. It just does. And on this berm here, that's where you're going to see them in the next section of the video. They just start laying out there and don't really give a crap about you. If you have to stop because you've got it flat or you just want to stop to take a drink or have a snack, definitely look around first and then get off the bike. So make sure you always have a escape route too. That would be very helpful.
Those two, but basically we're 4.2 away from the place I started, so that's it. Just wanted to let you know that's the thing there. In my opinion, it could be graded or some of these big chunks taken out, but again, that could just be me and my new tires. Might have them a little bit overinflated for this type of riding. But yeah, here we go. But hey, raccoons. So yeah, mama, get those babies out of there. Okay. So wildlife. So what's for dinner? I mean, it's not Tennessee, but you know what I mean. Okay, the official sign, 22.85 right now. So we're kind of maybe 0.2 from the campground. So anyway, like I said, I'll leave the link to the campground and all that sort of thing in the official stuff. And it's fun, definitely fun. No cost, just really, really nice. Back at the RELIC Ranch, and yeah, this is where I'm staying, so pretty cool. That's one of the relics at the RELIC Ranch. People, so that was the HIPCAMP loop starting at the North Shore Trailhead, and we just stayed at this HIPCAMP. It's called RELIC Ranch, and again, I'll put the stuff in the description. You know, I'd never done this before, so new to me. Just some ride with GPS information, and talked to a couple guys at local bike shops. They all said it was pretty good. We saw alligators, snakes, mama raccoon with some babies, and a lot of other cool stuff, a lot of birds out there on the trail. So I just did it. It wound up being just a little under 25 miles, and had a great time. So until next time, get out there, take care of Dash, and we'll see you on the trail.